Hello students, today we are going to start with our sixth chapter, Two Gentlemen of Verona. So, hope you are doing good in your test which has been going on, assessment test. So, let's see Two Gentlemen of Verona written by A.J. Cronin. Let's see about him. A.J. Cronin was born in 1896 and he died by 1974. He was a doctor by training. He practiced medicine in Wales and in London. It was while recovering from breakdown in health that he wrote his first novel, Hatter's Castle. It was a huge success. Cronin gave up practicing medicine and took to writing as a career. He wrote a number of novels and short stories. Some of his best known novels have been made into successful films. So, A.J. Cronin, by his training, he is a doctor, and as he was practicing his medicine in Wales, in London, it was that he was having some breakdown in his health and he was recovering through that, and he at that time while on the bed he wrote his first novel. Its name was Hatter's Castle, and it was really a huge success. Thinking about his success, he left off all his practicing about medicines and took his career as a writing, and he wrote number of novels and short stories. Some of his best novels are now successful films. So let's see what this Two Gentlemen of Verona says about. The title of the story is from one of the earlier plays of Shakespeare. The story recounts the hard life chosen by two young boys so that they could pay for the treatment of their sister afflicted with tuberculosis. So, we see here that there are two boys whose name were Jacopo and Nicola, and they were doing lots of work to take care of their sister. Her name was Lucy, who was admitted in the hospital because of tuberculosis. The boys love their sister, so they are prepared to make any sacrifice for their unruggedly, and their sacrifices they were doing to help their sister get back to their health. So they were what all jobs they were doing and what sacrifices they have been doing. We will see in this chapter. They sacrifice the sincerity and devotion to the cause and the maturity they display in their actions give a new hope to humanity. Their sacrifice and their love and the devotion which they are showing in this, their actions, they will give us a new humanity to this world. We will also have some kind of humanity. मनुष्यता हमारे अंदर भी होएगी, और ये actions ये दुनिया को एक hope for humanity दिखा रही है. ठीक है, इस स्टोरी से हमें एक न्यू होप फॉर ह्यूमैनिटी मिलेगा. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द चैप्टर. एज द ऑथर एंड हिज फ्रेंड्स दे वर थ्रू द फुट हिल्स, है ना, फुट हिल्स ऑफ द आल्प्स. टू स्मॉल बॉय स्टॉप्ड अस एट द आउटस्कर्ट्स ऑफ वेरोना as they were selling some wild strawberries. But Luigi, his driver, he refused to take that. Seeing this, Jacopo and his brother, he told that they are looking very ugly. Their dresses are also not good. They are very shaggy. They are having cut khaki, and jergens are also torn about. So he was refusing, and he was telling that we will get fruit much better in Verona. But disapproval, seeing his conditions of the boys, they were like talking to him and were telling you will get but not much good. These are the best one. And on the way they were talking, his companion, the author's friends were also their companions. उन्होंने उनसे बात किया, जो लड़के वो वाइल्ड स्ट्रॉबेरीज भेज रहे थे. He talked to them and could find out that they are Jacopo and Nicola, and Nicola is of 13 years and Jacopo was nearly 12 years, and they were having the biggest basket set side of the town, and they were taking these people to the hotels, and they were very happy in taking them, and the speaker buy those fruits, and it was really good. The next morning they could see that Jacopo and Nicola, they were working the whole day. They were polishing the shoes of the others, and they were earning money. The town of the city, he was center of the town. They were sitting and polishing the shoes. The other was selling newspaper, and even they took the tourist to some of the other places at tourists wherever they wanted to go. So they took some to the visitors to the Juliet's Tomb. It's a very famous place, and they were telling other persons, although those are visitors they were hired to as a guide to take those people and interesting places and describe about the places to these tourists. And they even bought cigarettes and other things to the speaker and his friends, and took money from them, and even they get seats for the opera or the name of good restaurants to this speaker and his friends. And even they could see that these boys were all running here and there in the hot sun, how they are working to shine the others people's shoes, sell fruits and sell newspapers, carrying bundles of newspaper. And one night they could even see Nicola sat there tired with a bundle of unsold newspapers at his feet, and Jacopo was resting on his brother's shoulders asleep in the midnight. And when they had a talk, they were telling that they were waiting for the bus at Padua to take this newspaper. So the bus was very late, so we are waiting for it. In a talk, they asked these guys that you are working a lot, you people are working a lot, and what are you earning from it? The money which you are earning, you're not spending on your clothes, neither you are eating anything. But they smiled at them, and the speakers were asking that are you earning this money and keeping it off to go to States, to immigrate to America? And at that time they laughed at him, laughed and said, yes, we wanted to, but we had some other plans. And they were telling the speaker and his friends, he was talking to these guys, Jacopo and Nicola, and they told that the Monday they are leaving to the States. So what can we do before we leave? And soon Nicola and Jacopo stood there, and Jacopo burst out and said, if you are free on Sunday, can you take us to Poleta, which is the city 30 kilometers from there, from the place where they are staying. And he said that usually we used to hire bicycles, but but if you are free, can you take us in your car? And the speaker was thinking what to do, because his driver, he is on leave on Sunday, but the speaker thought, I will only take you to the village. Then they were going with the speaker in the car to the village, tiny village, and they set upon a hillside, and they went to a place in the dwelling where Jacopo and Nicola wanted to go. And they drew up to a large red roofed villa surrounded by a high stone wall. You can see in this picture the large red roof villa over there they went with a high wall, high stone wall. You can see in this. They went there, stopped the car. Jacopo and Nicola went inside that house and asked the speaker to wait. He was waiting and they told in an hour we will come back. And the speaker was waiting there for some time. Then he knocked at the door. Soon a lady came out, dressed up in a nurse, and the speaker was astonished to see them. And talking to that nurse about the children, the boys, she asked the speaker to stand near the glass in the window and peep through it. You will understand the story. And he could see standing near the window that Jacopo and Nicola is talking to a young girl. And she was also eager waiting for that guys to come, and they were happily talking. And the speaker went back to the nurse and asked about the story of these boys. Why are they? Who is that? And all. And this nurse was telling the story about these children. That how her father, who was a widower, he was a widower, a well-known singer who was killed in a war. He was killed in a war. See, he was killed in a war, and afterwards they had no houses about them to stay back, and the rulers, they have even broken the the army people who were having the attack. In that attack, their father was also killed, and the bomb destroyed their house also. So they were struggling, and these three were only left in that family. Because as I told you, his father was a widower. Widower means who lost his wife. His wife is not in this world. She is already dead. So he was already a widower, and he also went from this world. So these children were orphans, and soon after they recognized that their sister Lucia, she was suffering from tuberculosis in spine. So she was not able to stand, sit, or she was bedridden. So how these children took her to this hospital and asked to take care of their sister, and they refused. When the hospital people refused, they promised that they will give the money every weekend. And they used to come to the hospital every weekend with the money. And 12 months are over that Lucia has been in the hospital, and now she is able to sit. When she is able to walk also, they were telling that she will be able to walk in few days, and she can even sing. So they were happily talking. In the meanwhile, after knowing the story, the speaker, he came back and waited for the boys to come. And as they came, they sit in the car beside them, but they did not had any talk. They were also sitting quietly, and how speaker did not wanted to show that he knew the story. He was wanting to feel that boys very proud about their sacrifice what they are doing to the system. So they did not had any talk, and the speaker was thinking about the children, how difficultly they were living. They did not have a house, they did not have any food also, they did not spend anything extraordinary for themselves. They were paying all the money, whatever they are earning in the weekend, to the hospital for their sister's treatment. And they went to the city, and he was thinking how they were living. They were selling fruits, they were selling newspaper, even taking tourists to the different places to spend the money on this sister, and polishing shoes, without any feeling. They were doing all those jobs for the betterment of the system. So he agreed, and they went and were scared, and they went to the city. He left them there, and he went back, and I and as he came, as he was feeling a devotion, he was thinking that how these boys, they are doing this hard work and keeping this all things away from others, even to us who we think as a friends, even to them they were keeping all those things secretly. Their devotion had touched me deeply. Even the war has broken their house, their father was dead, they were left homeless and orphan. But even though the war hadn't broken their spirit, their selfless action brought a new nobility to human life, gave promise of a great hope for human society. So, in this chapter, we have understood that there are two boys, Jacopo and Nicola, who were working hard, selling newspaper and even polishing the shoes to take care of their sister, who was suffering from tuberculosis, whose parents are not there, already their mother were dying. Now, in the war, their father also passed by, and even they don't have any house also. And after that, they requested the hospital people to take care of their sister, and they paid even money in every weekend. Every weekend, they used to hire vehicles and come to bicycle and come to the hospital to give the money and see their sister and go back. And they did not say anything. They sacrificed everything what they were earning. They were working whole night, midday or midnight also they were working, and all the money they were giving for the treatment. They were sacrificing their life and giving the money for the treatment of Lucia, for they wanted the sister to be cured and be with them. So from this story, it's really a devotion which deeply touch our heart, है ना. ये कहानी तो छोटे से बच्चे हैं, 12-13 साल के हैं, how they are working hard for the livelihood of their sister, how they were thinking about their sister, and पूरी मेहनत वो करते हैं दिन रात, लेकिन एक पैसा भी अपने लिए खर्च नहीं करते हैं, पूरा अपनी सिस्टर की लूसी की ट्रीटमेंट के लिए दे के उसको क्योर किया. 12 months they were doing that, and now she is getting well, and hopefully they are sending this story to a greater hope for human society, as a promise that seeing and listening to this, at least we human is grown up till now, we can also think about our family. We should also have that humanity in our heart. Okay, so this was the story by H. Cronin, which name was taken from Shakespeare's earlier plays, which tells about the two boys' livelihood, how they were living and how they were spending and how they were taking care of their sister. Hope you all have understood. So read the chapter. I will send you the PDF also. If those who are not having books can read from that. Listen to this again and understand it. It's a simple story. Two gentlemen of Verona, who were Nicola and Jacopo, who was 13 years old and Jacopo was 12 years, and how from the morning to the midnight they were working and saving money for the treatment of their sister Lucia, who was suffering from tuberculosis, since they don't have any house, no parents. So they admitted Lucia in the hospital, and every weekend, every Sunday, they used to hire the bicycle and go to the hospital to pay the bills and even to meet their sister and come back, and again they used to work the whole day. Okay, children, read it, understand it well. Okay, then bye.